Mindy Kaling. She didn't just play the Office airhead, she was actually one of the sharpest minds in the writer's room. At 25, this Dartmouth grad left the New York comedy scene with a measly $75,000 to her name to become the show's most prolific writer. She penned 24 episodes while maintaining a legendary, screaming match-filled relationship with B.J. Novak that provided more real-world drama than the script ever could. She climbed from $20,000 to a massive $150,000 per episode, eventually banking a staggering $22 million in total earnings. Since the finale, she's transitioned from a supporting player into a full-blown media mogul, creating hits like The Mindy Project and Never Have I Ever. While Kelly Kapoor was busy being vapid, Kaling was building a $45 million empire. At 46, she's a powerhouse producer who proves that the annoying girl in the annex was actually the one running the show. Number 11. Ellie Kemper. She arrived in Season 5 to replace Pam's desk space with the aggressively cheerful Erin Hannon. Unlike her co-stars who were actually scrubbing floors, Ellie started with a cool $2 million in the bank. She was so nervous during her first week that she literally peed herself during a take. The writers originally wanted a sarcastic receptionist, but Kemper's blinding perkiness forced them to pivot to the naive sweetheart we all know. Despite a 2021 PR nightmare involving a controversial debutante ball, she banked $9 million across 107 episodes, seeing her pay hit $100,000 per show. She parlayed that into Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt and Bridesmaids, proving that being the nice girl is a hell of a business model. Today, at 45, she's sitting on $12 million. Number 10. Craig Robinson. Next, we have the man who brought some much-needed sanity to the warehouse. Before he was Daryl Philbin, he was a Chicago music teacher with a net worth of just $100,000. He was originally hired for a single episode, but he was so damn good, they kept him for 9 seasons. Robinson brought his real-life musical chops to the role, but his off-screen life had its own thriller plot. Arrests in 2008 and 2013 for everything from ecstasy to meth. Talk about a Breaking Bad subplot. Despite the legal drama, he banked $15 million from the show, with his salary peaking at $100,000 per episode. He turned that momentum into hits like Hot Tub Time Machine and his legendary run as the Pontiac Bandit on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. At 54, he's worth $6 million. Number 9. Paul Lieberstein. Then we have the man who played the human equivalent of a wet blanket, Toby Flenderson. Michael Scott hated him with the fire of 1,000 suns. But in reality, Paul was the brains behind the curtain. Before the show, he was a successful writer with a $2 million net worth from hits like King of the Hill. He never even wanted to act. He just filled in for a single line in Diversity Day, and the producers loved his soul-crushing delivery so much, they kept him. He was so camera-shy, he'd actually write Toby's scenes to be as short as possible. He eventually became showrunner in Season 5, overseeing the show's shift into more cartoonish territory. Across 9 seasons, acting and producing banked him a total of $14 million. Today, at 59, he's still worth $14 million. Number 8. Brian Baumgartner, the man who turned a slow-witted accountant into a global icon of physical comedy. Before Dunder Mifflin, Brian was a 32-year-old theater director in Minneapolis with a modest net worth of $150,000. He traded the highbrow stage for a giant pot of chili that famously took only 1 take to spill, but left him smelling like beef and beans for days because they only had 3 matching carpets. Throughout 201 episodes, he maintained that straining Kevin voice, and because he was part of the cast's unified front, he saw his pay jump from $20,000 to $100,000 per episode. By age 40, he'd banked a staggering $15 million in total earnings. Brian became the undisputed king of cameo, raking in over $1 million a year just by recording fan videos. Today, at 53, he's worth $10 million.